Do you think you've seen it all when it comes to canine loyalty? Then wait until you hear the story of Max, a dog who did the unthinkable to save his owner. A true, moving story full of twists and turns that will give you goosebumps from beginning to end. But before you start, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. Here we share the most incredible stories from the animal world, which you only see here. It all happened on a small farm in the interior of Minas Gerais. João, a 72-year-old retired man, lived a simple and peaceful life, surrounded by nature and the faithful company of his dog Max, a caramel-colored mongrel, the kind that is already a national heritage. João and Max had a well-defined routine: early breakfast, a walk along the farm's trail, and then relaxing on the porch, watching time go by. It was an ordinary day like any other, until everything changed in a matter of seconds. While walking along a trail covered in leaves and rocks, João slipped when he stepped on a wet branch. The fall was bad. He rolled down a 4-meter ravine and hit his head on a rock. With a broken leg and unconscious, João was in a part of the forest where it would be difficult for anyone to pass by chance. And that's where Max comes in. The dog ran to the ravine, barked, tried to wake his owner, pushed him with his nose, but realized he needed help. Most dogs would despair, but Max did something that few would imagine. He ran in the opposite direction. Max ran for more than 2 kilometers without stopping. He crossed pastures, jumped fences, and instinctively followed the house of the caretaker of the neighboring farm, Zika, who was having coffee when he heard the insistent barking. Max didn't stop barking, pulled on the man's pants, turned around, and ran a little in the direction of the trail. Even without understanding anything, Zika decided to follow him. When he arrived at the scene, he found João fallen, still unconscious. The man immediately called for help. João was taken to the hospital and the doctors were clear. If the rescue had taken another hour, he probably wouldn't have survived the trauma and internal bleeding. Max, without ever having been trained for this, saved his best friend's life. Researchers have already proven that dogs can develop a level of empathy very close to that of humans. And cases like Max's are proof of this. He was not only a hero, but a true guardian angel. And the most incredible thing? After João was rescued, Max stayed by his side in the improvised veterinary hospital, sleeping next to his bed until his owner came home. These stories remind us that sometimes the purest love comes from 4 paws and a wagging tail. What about you? Have you ever experienced something similar with your pet? Have you ever seen an animal demonstrate this type of protective instinct or intelligence? Tell us in the comments, and if this story touched you, share it with someone who loves animals. Let's spread the love and admiration for these incredible companions of ours. Want more real stories like this? So subscribe now, activate the bell, and keep an eye out for the next videos. Here you will always find the most surprising and exciting side of the animal world. Until next time.